YouTube live before. This is our first one. We go Insta live all the time. So we're getting ready for Sage's surprise birthday party. I'm leaving to go overseas next month, which is when his real birthday is. So he thinks he's not really having one. So what I've done is I've organised a surprise one. He has been taken out. We've got an hour before the guests arrive, and then the kids are gonna hang out for half an hour and help me set up. So that's part of their experience. And then Sage is gonna come home and he's gonna have an awesome surprise birthday. So what we're doing now is we're just organising a few bits and pieces of the food. I wanted to take you through my potato salad, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see. Let's go down here. So I'm just chopping some potatoes like that. Can you see that? With the skin on, super important. It's so good. Let me just undo this tripod for a second. We're going to turn you around that way. There we go. And then we're going to do that. Here we go. Now we don't do landscape, so we've got the camera on landscape. This is very different for us, but don't, Camellia. There we go. Oh, a bit more.
That's so hard.
It is, but we want to see the potatoes. There we go. So, as you can see, oh God, that's so crooked. You have to bear with me. You're never going to learn if you don't try. So, skin on dirty potatoes make for the best roast potatoes and the best potato salad. Move over a little bit. Camellia, while I'm doing that, you are going to pop some fresh rosemary from our garden. You're going to pop a little bit in. You're going to take a little bit off. So probably like this whole branch and pop a little bit off there. And I'm just going to cut this up. So I go down the middle. Yeah. And with your potatoes, it's important to give them a bit of a rinse. It really helps to get rid of that starch, which then helps to give a really crispy roast potato. The other thing which is handy, let me get a bowl out. The other thing that is handy is just soak them. Soak them for about an hour if you can. I don't have that much time. I'm going to soak them for 20 minutes and then I'm going to put them in the oven. Excuse me for a second. Oh. This little one will do. I just need to get them into something. So I'm going to rinse these, like pour some cold water, give them a rinse, do it a couple of times. Actually, I'm running out of time, so I might not even soak them. Let's just give them some water, love. Over by here. Camellia, you show them what you're doing. Come over here and show them what you're doing. Put a bit of rosemary in there. Good girl. Where did you get the rosemary? Tell them about the rosemary.
I got them from the back, from the front, yeah.
And at first you were a bit upset about Sage's birthday party. Tell them about that.
No.
You don't want to? You've changed your mind now. Now you're excited?
I'm excited.
Vita's excited. Vita's watching Incredibles 2 behind us. Now, the other thing I do is, let me pop this back up here, is once I have rinsed out the potatoes or soaked them or whatever we want to do with them, oh, let's get that back up there a little.
Okay, I'm all done now.
You're all done? Beautiful. Heap of rosemary in there, tea towel down, and we're going to put the potatoes on a tea towel and pat them dry, clean tea towel. Pat them dry, get that water off.
Mummy, you just spread them all to the side.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, you fix it up. And then they're going into the tray with some oil and the rosemary and a little bit of salt.
Mum?
Yep, hang on a second.
Actually, can I put the potatoes on?
Yeah, you put the potatoes on. Come over here and do it. There we go. Now, I've just done an Insta Live where I've showed everyone how I blanch my sausages to cut the cooking time down on the barbecue. So when you're doing a big sausage sizzle for a fundraiser or anything like that, you can pop your sausages into boiling hot water. You leave them for about 90 seconds. You don't boil your sausage, you blanch your sausage. It's a big difference. Take them out, leave them on a cooling rack to cool so they don't all sit one on top of each other and the heat makes them get, you know, get all boiled and hard, and that way your sausages are nice and straight. They go crispy on the outside, they're still juicy in the middle, and it doesn't take half as long to cook them, and you don't have all that spluttering as well. So while you're doing that, you're going to put that in there. I'll get you some olive oil. Oh no, I think we're out of olive oil. I'm going to use this, okay? So don't get this all over you. Come on, quick. Keep putting them in. We've got to hurry.
I can't even see it.
Come on. There you go. And I'll toss them through, okay? All right, so let's top over. I'm going to take you over to the boiling water. Before I do that, let's get these all in there. Okay, I'm going to take you over. Bear with me for a second. Right, we're going over to the stove. Oh. Bring that down a little bit. And because we do so many Insta Lives, I'm not used to having the camera on landscape. So it'll take me a couple of times to have a go at this, but we'll get there. But I wanted to start giving my YouTube peeps some love because you guys are giving me so much love and I really love it. How much love is that? Anyway, there is a pot of boiling water in there. Let me get some sausages. These I defrosted overnight, and I just use scissors. I tend to use scissors for a lot of different things. So while that's, thank you honey, leave that there. So in they go into the hot water.
That looks like a yummy pizza.
These are already cut up. I must have already cut the ends off, so you just cut them off if you haven't. There we go, in we go, lid on. Just do a few at a time because they've been in the freezer and they've still got a little bit of ice around them. You don't want it to cool the water down too much. You don't want them to sit in there and boil. You do want them to just blanch. And you can see these ones are already done. So they change colour. They're already done, they're nice and cold, and all I've got is a cake tin like that, and I've popped that over a tray, and then that's how I just lay them down so they cool off. If you're doing like 300 sausages, which trust me, I have done, I used to be a skydiver, so I did a lot of sausage sizzles. It was how I would make my money at the drop zone. So people would come and do tandem jumps, like, you know, for sort of thrill seekers and an experience. They weren't actual sports skydivers, and I would do these sausage sizzles all day to feed all the punters, we call them, and then that would be my money to jump as well, and I would feed all the other skydivers and all the skydive instructors and tandem instructors. And I obviously was a sports jumper for a long time, and so I would do hundreds of sausages and cutting the onions firstly was awful. Here we go, that's enough. So that's, hang on a second. So all I do is I pick them up. Yeah, hang on, wait. Vita's clearly finished at the Incredibles. So then I just pop them on here. See, they're nice and straight, and they go onto the cooling rack. And like I was saying, if you were doing 300, you would get like a big colander. Sit that in a bowl and then stick the sausages up that way to cool down, and you would fit so much more in there. So I'm going to leave these ones because that's more than enough sausages. A few people haven't been able to turn up for Sage's party. So, yeah.
That's what I have.
Oh, what did you have?
That birthday cake.
Oh, I know. You did play with the birthday cake stuff, didn't you? Yeah. Okay, so...
Don't touch it, Vita.
Don't touch it, honey. Watch out.
I want to see.
Okay, we'll come around here and see. Okay, so watch out for a second, please. Okay, so in here, we've got the olive oil. Oh, no, we've got vegetable oil because we ran out of olive oil. Rosemary, chopped up, rinsed potatoes. I'm going to toss that through with my hands and get that oil coating on everything.
You're oily.
I will be oily, but I'll wash my hands.
You're like a
Okay, so make sure that's evenly coated. Spread them out a little. Wash your hands.
Yummy.
And then that's going to go in the oven. Normal roasting style, 180, 200 for about an hour. Turn off that boiling hot water. All right, I quickly want to take you through the pizza. So I've just done. Yeah, hang on a second. Move over for a sec. So guys, I'm not going to actually show you this because you only cook it just. You only top the pizza just beforehand, okay? Two amazing kids, and you're a superwoman. Oh, work, kids, extra activities. Lord, come weekend and I'm done. Oh, Jacinta, it's really hard, you know. It's not easy, I tell you that. My eyes are bloody burning. I'm dead tired, but you know, and without sounding like an absolute wanker, I go back to gratitude. I go back to like, Jesus, you know, I'm living life. I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I want to do as well as the kids. And the only way that I can do what I want to do is by putting in that extra 10% all the time over the 100, you know. And then there are times where I relax and I do nothing. And those are just as important. Those are crucial to being able to maintain that balance. So, guys, I know if you're coming over from Insta, you would have already seen this live, but I am trying to just do a YouTube live, so I'm going to just show you what I'm doing this with. Pizza! So this is a Turkish bread from the market. It's actually broken, so I don't know if it broke on the way over. The boys got it for me this morning. So this side is actually a little bit broken. So what I've done is put it straight onto the oven rack. And by doing that, I'm you know, having minimal movement with it now. That's going to cook. That's going to get put straight into the oven. Now, I'm going to pop you down here. I've got just tomato base on there and some cheese on there, right? In here, there's 2 strips of bacon, a handful of baby spinach, 1 or 2 spring onions, probably 1 full corn, fresh corn cut off the cob, and a de-seeded tomato and maybe half a capsicum. Now, I actually cooked a big batch of this, like a big bowl of this. And what you do is you add an egg or 2 eggs, you beat it through and you top it. It's called the Kelvinator pizza. Now, you only add the egg to the separate batches. I knew when I did the big bowl of this that I wasn't going to need all of that for the pizzas. So what I did do was pop this amount into a freezer bag. And I froze it. And that's what I've brought out. I've defrosted, don't touch that, Bubba. I've defrosted this. Don't, honey. I've defrosted it. I've popped it into a colander like that so that any of the moisture from when you freeze stuff has drained. And now all I'm gonna do is crack an egg into that, beat it through, might need 2, but I think I'll just start with 1. Beat it through and then put it all over the Turkish bread just before I pop it into the oven for about 20 minutes on 180. And that's my beautiful big pizza done. I'm not doing, this is for the adults, I'm not doing one for the children as such, only because there's so much other food coming out. So, and if I was doing it for the kids, I would probably just do a ham and pineapple or something that I know that, you know, they're going to eat. I do this amazing one with hot suppressor and olives and feta. I'll take you through that another time. It's really, really good. What are you guys doing? So that's that done. Potatoes are in. I did want to just show you the brand of sausage rolls that I use when I don't have time to make my sausage rolls. Let me get rid of this.
1 potato ready.
Let me get the tray out. And let me have a sip of my coffee because I am dying.
You're not dying.
I'm not dying.
Mom, your coffee's right there.
Is it?
Yeah. Are you going to cook your coffee? Because it's not
Watch out. So, Mrs. Quick's sausage rolls. These are an absolute lifesaver. Camilla, if you're going to cook, you need to tie up your hair, honey, because I'm sick of seeing it near my food. So, Mrs. Quick sausage rolls are like these really beautiful, flaky sausage rolls, which you buy from any supermarket. And I've been using these for years when I don't have time to cook my own. So, they come raw. You're actually going to cook them. See, they come like that, and you just pull them apart. And then all I do, hang on a second, honey. No, because they're just a bit. And all I do is, rather than cut them up into sausage rolls, here's my little trick. You actually just mark them, and then that keeps all the moisture in. Let me show you. Okay. So, like that. You can pop an egg wash on these and then sprinkle some sesame seeds. So all I do is I just cut them. See how I just don't go all the way to the bottom? And it's just a great way to keep them nice and keep the shape. See, that's the bottom. See where that folds? So you put that on the bottom there. Let me do it up here so you can see. There we go. And then you're just going to cut halfway down. There we go. One more. And these are such an amazing homemade style sausage roll when you don't have time to cook any. I'm going to get some baking paper down. This is super exciting. Like, I've never done a YouTube live before, and it's really cool to, I really vowed to start doing them. You guys are really starting to you know, watch stuff on there, and I don't really put much content on there, but that is about to change come 2019. Oh yeah, mama. All right, so then we're gonna go with some party pies. We all know party pies. These aren't like the best brand, I'll tell you that, but it's just all that. I just wanted to grab some. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yep, so put it.
I want to do one too.
Yeah, hang on a second. So you pop some down.
Cold.
Yeah, put them all down for me. Okay, so that's all done. I've got some chops marinating here. So this is in Lee Kum Kee spare rib sauce. I've put some sesame oil, some garlic through there. I froze them, so I bought them from the butcher's last week. Then I froze them with all the marinade on there, so now they're just defrosted and they're ready to go, and they'll be so full of flavour. Girls, stop fighting. Let her do one. Let her do one. And you only need a few. Christ. Okay. And then I just kind of quickly show you the balloon garland that I got delivered this morning from Gorgeous Beck from Pebbles Parties. And then that's my bunting that I made all those years ago. There's two of them. See, there's that one and there's that one. And I swear to God, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass when you're making them, but it's so rewarding because you'll have them forever. I've got quite a few, and every party, I'll just take them out. It's awesome. And they're my boy ones because it's like got comic on the material. So that's kind of it, guys. That's Sage's birthday party prep. This is his cake that we quickly made last night and yesterday. It's a flash cake. I almost had a meltdown making that bloody cake, but oh God, be careful, guys. I'm going to get going. We've got guests coming very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining my first ever YouTube live. No, stop it. All right, I gotta go. Okay, bye. I don't even know how to end this. Oh, how do we end it? I think we close that. There we go. Stop streaming. See you later, guys. Have a beautiful Sunday.